Hello, welcome back to the channel. We are back in action. And boy, oh boy, do I have the story for you today. As recommended by an absolute stud in the comment section. Today we are going to be talking about the promotion known as XWW, the one based in California, not to be confused with the North Carolina based promotion under the same name. And before we rip the rubber off and dive into this, I don't know how people can call AEW or like the bigger indies outlaw mud shows when this shit exists. If there was a definition of the term, it'd be XWW in California. Wait, I just realized there's not a definition of outlaw mud show on Urban Dictionary. So, matter of fact, I'm gonna go and make the definition myself since nobody else has the manhood to do so. Alright, so let's figure out how this gimmick works right here. Word. Outlaw mud show. Definition here. We gotta be a little bit. What the fuck? Professional wrestling term established by Jim Cornette, the devil himself, who is completely out of touch with all things reality, to describe trash professional wrestling shows. The best example of the term would be to describe XWW in California. You could also use this term to describe IWA Deep South and XPW. Jim Cornette sucks, but this term doesn't. Alright, type an example of how it's used in a sentence. Just went to a XWW show in WW show. That dumb ass shit was the definition of an outlaw mud show. Submit. Ooh, I gotta give him my governmental information. I believe my pseudonym will be Noah Boa 6969. Think that works. My definition will be reviewed soon. Hopefully they accept it. Alright, so we got the little Urban Dictionary bit out of the way. Let me go ahead and tell you what XWW is. It's a deathmatch promotion based in California. And it is a deathmatch promotion that cannot escape controversy due to its owner. The owner in question, you may ask? Well, he goes by the Hardcore Enforcer, Mr. California. His real name is Marvin Mercado. I didn't know Marvin the Martian was a hardcore wrestler. It's been a while since we've used cage match in any of these videos, and to be honest, I really like reading the comments because most of the time they're funny as hell. And we're gonna jump into the cage match comment section on XWW. This is because our good friend that commented the suggestion has also made plenty of comments on their cage match pages. This first comment comes specifically from their company page. What an absolute wreck of a company. Terrible card every single time, and I mean, seriously, every single time. The card's always constantly shuffling, or the owner's lying about who he's bringing in. It just ends up being a joke every single time, and you basically never get what's advertised on Marvin's show, ever. How they managed to get Sabu for what was his retirement up until 2025 is beyond me. Some actually alright deathmatch workers came through occasionally, but it never helped with the product due to the talent themselves, half-assing every time they appeared. It might be the record-breaking 22 people in attendance, or it could be due to getting lied to by the promoter, which leads them to doing so poorly. All I'm saying is when some guy in the audience calling you out for owing people money is your biggest company highlight, then you fucked up somewhere. Also, the owner is a big fan of sending talent death threats too, so that's nice. That's not even scratching the surface on this company either. This company makes Saudi WWE shows look like masterpieces. This company makes XPW and Control Your Narrative watchable. Like, what the fuck is this shit? Alright, we'll read one more. This comes from the Ultraviolent Cup 2017 event page. This show was insanely garbage. Cream of the crop when it comes to trash-ass wrestling shows. I'ma say this right now. Just do not watch this show. It's not funny bad, it's like it's sad bad. I'm not sure I could say that it even made me feel sad, because that means I felt something other than disappointed or mad my time was wasted while watching this show. The worst deathmatch show I've ever seen. One of the worst shows ever. This makes IWA Deep South on their worst night look like a New Japan Classic in the Tokyo Dome. Poor Neil Diamond Cutter subjecting himself to this trash as well. Really not sure what he was thinking, just hope he got paid well, which I highly doubt. The only two highlights of the night are in one of the matches where somebody botches a suplex brainbuster thing on a chair. Not sure, really couldn't tell with these talentless hacks. Into the corner of the ring in an admittedly really cool moment, and the other is when Mr. California gets his ring introduction during the finals. Some dude from the crowd yells, "Yeah, and he owes me $450, before Mr. California threatens him, and the guy in the crowd shrugs him off because it's Mr. California. I don't think California could be threatening if this stupid was one of those firebenders. Anyways, maybe for the first time ever, I'd suggest watching an XPW show over this. Go watch Heroes of Wrestling, or JCW Legends and Icons again. Just literally, do anything, and I mean anything, other than watch this. My 4th 0 rating under events so far on the site. You know shit's bad when somebody recommends Heroes of Wrestling over this. And I, unfortunately, because I decided to subject myself to doing so, watched a couple of XWW matches, because I hate my life apparently. And it just sucked. I can't sit here and BS you and say there was any positives. The matches sucked. It feels like I'm watching just a circus show. Like I'm watching a bunch of clowns go out there and try to fight to the death. And trust me, contrary to popular belief, I know what a good death match looks like. None of those were that. And the crowds show it, because even IWA Deep South draws more than XWW. They draw maybe, and this is on a lucky occasion, they draw 15 people maybe. But let's talk about the hardcore enforcer, alright? Let's talk about Mr. California, the company's promoter. What a shithead. He has an absolutely terrible reputation. You know, it's the basic stuff, not paying talent, and there's also some crazy stuff, such as threatening people. Marvin, get a grip. It hit different when your entire show is labeled as a scam. Dog, his 2016 installment of the Ultraviolent Cup is just comedy. There's a gif of these two dudes, and one Irish whips the other into the drywall, and it leaves a hole in the wall, and then Marvin comes walking over from out of bumblefuck Narnia, and he comes over and asks if it's broken, sees it, and then goes, "There goes my deposit." And on the show, there were probably more stray dogs that wandered into the building than there were fans in attendance. I didn't know those dogs were chill like that. I didn't know those dogs were into deathmatch wrestling. I didn't know they were super hardcore. Or, no, it'd be ultra-violent, because that's the name of the show, ultra-violent. Because we all know hardcore and ultra-violent are two completely different things when it comes to professional wrestling. Fuck me, dude, because I actually like CZW. Speaking of CZ dub, John Zandig was supposed to appear for one of these shows. He was advertised for a show on July 30th, 2016. However, he did not end up doing the show. He announced that he wouldn't be working for it because it was a scam. Let me give you the exact quotes. "Well, it's official, I will not be working in Cali for Marvin on the 30th, or any date for that matter. No explanation, no fuck you, nothing. It ain't worth my time. Apologies to the fans. To all of you that warned me, thank you. You were all right." And apparently this entire fiasco was over $1,500 because Marvin didn't want to pay him that. That was Zandig's asking price. Marvin no do it. So the logical thing would be to just leave it alone. But this fucking guy decided that he was gonna start harassing Zandig, sending him threats talking about how he was scared of him. Marvin. Marvin. Again. Get a grip. Another quote coming from the super ultra-violent man himself, John Zandig. It's getting funny, the kid from Cali sends me a text saying I'm scared of him, and he wants to take me out in Jersey. Joey, you're right, he is special. Done with this idiot. Had to put that out to you guys. Shaking my fucking head. So, this random XWW promoter from California is beefing with Zandig? What the fuck? Marvin, he would turn you directly to Swiss cheese. The fact that our boy Marv is able to get so many people to come through his doors is kind of crazy. Like, up until Joey Janela did the thing with Sabu, he had Sabu's final match on a random shitty XWW show. It's really crazy how the game goes sometimes. And the most ironic thing of it all is the fact that the hardcore enforcer isn't even good. Like, he's just not good. He's the worst worker on his own show, and the random backyarders that he probably doesn't pay that just go and work there for free are better than him. As a whole, XWW is absolute trash, and I wouldn't wish watching this on my worst enemy. When the biggest highlight in your company's history is somebody in the crowd yelling that the promoter owes him $450, your promotion is cooked beyond saving. Marvin, get a grip. We've learned a few things today, class, and I wish to ask you what those few things are. If you answered, don't beef with John Zandig on the internet, pay your talents, and to stop threatening everybody whenever you have a minor disagreement, you would be correct. And now, to segue out of this video, that's going to be all from me. I appreciate you guys for taking time out of your day to watch this video, and I would appreciate it again if you liked the video, if you enjoyed, as well as subscribe to the channel. We're trying to take over the world around here, so every subscription counts. And you should also join the Discord server, because anybody that's cool, that's ever been cool, is in the Discord server. The only path to being cool is by joining the Discord server. So join the Discord server. Join it. What are you waiting for? Join it, please. And you can follow me on Twitter too if you're into that sort of thing. Those links are in the description as well as the pinned comments. But again, that's going to be all from me, and I appreciate you guys for watching this video. Y'all stay safe. God bless.